All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle and great millstone that rule well. And salutations to the icon that teaching is true of the four corner urban tune city, left the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And a few sisters that listen as well, man. So, this is a quick lesson. Basically, going into pride. And pride is it's a terrible trait to have. And the reason I'm basically bringing out this the sit down is because pride is in us all, but we got to be more humble than being prideful, man. And I'm guilty of pride all the time, like especially especially when I was in the world, but sometimes pride and Satan, demons hop on you, and sometimes you don't want to listen. But I'm here to tell Akim from my experience and from just reading the scriptures, because the scriptures tell you what happened to guys and people that get pride, man. They say because of pride, the city shall be troubled. So we wonder why the Lord is jacking us up or about to jack us up on a wild scale, man. Because the scriptures tell you it's gonna be a time that never been before. It tell you how pride goes before destruction, man. It tell you all these things, but knowing those things, people still out pride because of this. Let me start with this scripture right here. Start with this scripture right here, man. Because I don't want to talk too much. I want the scripture to talk, but pride is a terrible trait. But this Ecclesiastes 8, verse 11, it say, because since it's against an evil work, it's not executed speedily. Therefore, the heart of the sons of man is fully set in them to do evil, man. And that's what it is, because judgment don't go forth out of the earth. Hey, Jake feel like they can do anything and anything, man. Which that's not the way to go. That's not the good mindset to have, man. Because if you know Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, it tell you it's a fearful thing to what falls in the hands of the living power. Living power, man. And if it's a fearful thing, man, you need to understand that judgment can come at any instant, man. At any instant. And the Lord can jack you up. It don't have to be just for you. It could be from your family members, from your kids, your loved ones. Man, it's many ways the Lord can jack you up, man. So if you're very prideful, hey, it's not going to be well for you. Let's keep reading. Verse 12. It say, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his day be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh will fear before him. Right? But if it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he fear not before Yahweh, man. And that's what it is, because people don't fear, and fear don't go forth out on the earth. People feel like they can do what they want, when they want, however they want, man. And that's a terrible mindset to have. Hey, having that mindset will get you destroyed totally on all levels, man. On all levels, man. And I just want to touch on that because, hey, man, knowing that, man, how much more humble you should be. Pride got Saul, man, even though the Lord said he was the Lord anointed. King David said that Saul was the Lord anointed, but the Lord still killed him and his sons. And man, and he had pride because he didn't want to humble and follow the instructions of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And that's exactly what this next scripture is going to go into, man. This Proverbs 29, verse 1. It say, he that have been often reproved, hardening his neck, shall surely be destroyed, and that without remedy, man. And if you think you know it all, man, or feel like that you can't be told anything, man, which, we get knuckleheads. We get people that puff it up. They say, when you come into this knowledge, they say, knowledge puff it up. So you kind of feel like you on another level, which you are from the outside world, but from brothers in the truth, you really not, man. I understand you've been serving. It's a level and thing, but you should never be too prideful that you can't get rebuked. It's a way to do it, but also it's a way that you need to listen. Because if you're not listening to the men that's around you, how is you gonna listen? If you're not listening to the men around you, then what's the point of being in the truth? You think that you God? You think that your shit don't stink? We all have shit that we need to work on, man. Some more than others, but that's why we have men to rebuke. That's why the scriptures talk about rebuke, reprove. Hey, it tell you lift up your brother. It tell you be basically treat your neighbor how you want to be treated. So if you can't humble down or show humility, how would you expect another person to show humility when you can't even follow your own advice? And that's not a true leader. A true leader leads by example. So when you come into this truth, pride is a killer, man. And that's one thing also that killed Saul, man, because Saul didn't listen to Yahweh Shema Shai. They say pride is when you turn it away from your maker. Let's get that, man. I believe that's the 13th chapter. That's a rock, but let me see. Bear with me. Oh, is it the 10th chapter? I don't know. I always get it messed up, but let's check out both chapters real quick. Right. This Sirach 10, call on Yahweh Shema Shai, and 12. It say the beginning of pride is when one depart from Yahweh and his heart is turned away from his maker. And that's what happened to Saul, because Saul didn't want to listen. He didn't take counsel. He messed up twice. He tried to kill King David numerous times, man, because he felt like King David was stealing his shine, his spotlight. Which I get it. I do. I truly do. But that doesn't change the fact that the Lord gave you a commandment. Remember, it's better to obey than sacrifice. And that's what Saul did, one of the things that he sinned for. And that was a clearly a sin that made him start turning from Yahweh Shema Shai. Verse 13. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abominations. And therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrow them utterly, man. And that's what happened. The Lord took Saul down and brought King David, a humble servant, up, man. And remember, King David was a man of the field, but also he was a least of his brethren, man. He took care of the flock and everything, while all the other brothers was like kind of high and mighty. But King David was the mightiest out of them all. Keep reading. It say, the Lord have cast down thrones of pride prince and set up the meat, and that's that. And that was an example of what happened to Saul and King David. It say, the Lord have plucked up the root of the proud nation and plant the holy in that place. And that's what the Lord is about to do with us. Because this proud nation, Esau Edom, is proud. And his time is running out, man. It's already up. But his time is running out, that the Lord is going to set up this low nation in his place. And us, man, because we've been humble. We are the Lord's servants and his covenant, and he never break his covenant, man. He promised us the kingdom. He's going to give it to us, man. And that's what's going to happen, man. Man, and that's basically it. Just a quick lesson, man. Just basically going into pride, man. Hey, you don't want pride. I know we all have pride sometimes. Pride creep up, but rebuke that prideful demon and remember to be humble. And man, you will have a better chance of making it, especially in this kingdom, man. So with that, just a quick lesson through the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. I give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Kakadash, the man to the apostle of great millstone that rule well. And salutations to the occupancy and the true out the focal area, true and city man. So next time I want to say Shalom and a ball.